Alrighty, guys. Today I will be doing commendation hunting. I'm gonna start off with the maiden voyage and get the commendation. So this is only a couple, so it won't take too long. Don't worry, guys, I don't need a maiden voyage for anything other than the commendations. I'm not that much of a noob. Pirate log. Reputation.
You look a little worse for wear, my friend. You must be on quite the journey. I should eat something if I were you. A full belly can do wonders for your spirits. Once you're in good health, we'll speak properly.
Alright.
There, you look better already. Maybe even strong enough to reach the Sea of Thieves. Don't look so surprised. These days they call me the Pirate Lord. But back when I discovered this place, I was just a bold explorer like you. I dreamt of finding uncharted waters filled with treasures and rife with danger, where every sunrise brought a new adventure. You've been brave to make it this far. Not many do. Now you've one last crossing to make. You'll want some trusty steel at your side, though. There's a sword in those trees whose owner doesn't seem to need it anymore.
Let's see here. Never remember where this thing is. Over here. Yeah, I'll get to you. I can't yet.
There's far more to being a pirate than a blade in your hand and a love of other people's money. It's about finding your way through ancient caverns by lamplight, digging up long-lost treasures, and raising a frothing great tankard of grog when you live to tell the tale. For all that, you'll need the right equipment. You can start by taking this old shovel. I stowed a few belongings around here back in the day. The map will show you the way.
Right at the edge here. I'm getting better at reading maps, which is a good thing, because in here, you need to know that. So, around here? Oh. I think it's right here. Yep. Come on, this isn't even a, like, good chest. To the pirate lord we go. I don't know why I did that.
Ah, my old chest. Let's see if she still hides her secrets. A fine weapon. She'll serve you well out
I
there.
prefer mine.
There, now you look like a true pirate. There's plenty more to see, so why not stretch your legs and explore? I'll be here when you're ready to leave.
I'm not the best at cooking food, so... Let's see how this goes. Alright, that's that commendation. Alright, next commendation. By the way, I am using a commendation guide. That way I can see what exactly I have to do, and I don't have to keep going into my menu to do it. More so I can keep track of what exactly I need to be doing. And just like, I don't have to pull up my guide, my pirate log, and keep going through. I need to fight a mighty chicken. what it says, but I believe it's any type of meat, is it not? It just says some meat. Let's go find a mighty chicken. Aha. Alright, there you go. God damn it. I am not the designated cooker in our guild, so I have no idea what to do when it comes to cooking in this game. There's not really like a good indicator other than color changing. That it? I thought it had to be fully cooked. I guess it doesn't. Well, I guess it didn't have to be fully cooked. Next up, saluting the Pirate Lord. Great, there's no cannonballs. Aha. Cannonball crate. Alrighty. Done. Alright, now to go. Aha. Aha. Discovering a soul sovereign ground mine into a safe haven for travelers has sparked something deep within my soul. It is the flaming idea, a great tavern, far more magnificent than usual pubs and alehouses, now only the truly legendary pirates. Then sold only the finest plunder where hardened adventurers and cunning sea dogs could meet to talk stories of golden glory. If you make it to sea thieves, and should your heart desire a real challenge, heed my words. Seek Athena's fortune, I shall be waiting. Some gold. Lots of gold. Time to find the rowboat. Lots of stuff's in here. Captain's cabin of the wreckage found on the northwest side of the island. Found it in the shallow water. That's the shipwreck over here. Mostly using it as a journal guide because I'm not fucking spending hours looking for each journal. And each tall tale has a bunch of journals you have to find, and I ain't doing all that, chief. This should be the last commendation I have to do. Yeah. I believe it's over here. Mayhaps not. Aha. Newly marked. The stricken ship certainly wasn't here during my last visit. There's no sign of her cruiser. Perhaps they fell overboard and met their end. Things are very different on the sea thieves. Thanks in no small part to my own adventures, I must confess. We have an arrangement with the merfolk who live deep under the waves. Should any pirate become lost at sea, stranded, they'll help them back to their ship. If you should find yourself flung overboard, try to work for the merfolk's beacon before the sharks get your scent. You'll be glad you did. Okay. Sea of the Damned can be found in the cave behind the waterfall near the north beach. From where the power is standing on the north beach, head south by southwest. Towards a pool water sourced by a waterfall. Okay. Not all my journeys to this island are happy ones. Today I stumbled onto this poor soul, a map still in their hands to think they were so close. No matter how slowly we sail, or how sharp our aim, it's only a matter of time before the Reaper's hand clamps down upon our shoulder. I am fortunate to have had a friend with wisdom enough to know those things are live on beyond my years, at least in spirit. For younger pirates, another hope presents itself. When they perish, their souls are saved from drifting alone through the sea of the damned. If you should die on the sea of thieves and find yourself in the ferryman's company, you know this. He deserves your respect, for he has made the greatest sacrifice of all. The giant shipwreck, magpies working in the middle of the old stairs and complete. How much is it? Okay, so I gotta go back to Magpie's Fortune. Up to the helm. Not entirely sure what doing this we can do. Yeah, nothing. I figured it wouldn't do anything. Probably just a training thing for people to get used to it. Aha. The Sea of Thieves, that's what they're calling it nowadays. The genie's out of the bottle and more pirates are finding their way there every day. Some are looking to hide from the enemies, from their past, from the Grand Maritime Union, while others have heard the call to adventure. It's only a matter of time before they reach this island too. Maybe they'll be dreaming about all the Sea of Thieves has to offer just as I was. If that's the cheaper things to come, I'd be a fool to complain. Instead, I'll stow a few supplies in the place for those who need them. Things work differently beyond the shroud. Better, for the most part, but newcomers will have to think on their feet if they're to survive. Okay, next I have to go to the crow's nest. Hello, Altair. Blasted all, the key to my ship's hold is missing. It must have slipped from my pocket at some point in my time here. Between this and that business with Rathbone, developing a bad habit of losing the keys to my belongings. Perhaps it made his bid for freedom from my jacket when I climbed up for a drink of fresh spring water. Ah well, it's another lost treasure now. How are you doing, Altair? Welcome to stream. Right. South half. No. Yes. This. So near and yet. You've really done it this time, Ramsey. It's one thing to return to your favorite island and quite another to wreck your ship at the heart of it. I was bound to get careless sooner or later. This place has been my little secret for so long, I can't wait to get back here, to dream. I'm so close to the shroud, I feel like I could reach out and touch it. I'm not ready to sport a hook for a hand, though. Not yet, anyway. What lies on the other side? Piles of glittering gems, huge leviathans the size of galleons. Even better, might there be a future for pirates like me? Next time things will be different. I'll visit Magpie, the shipwright, and buy a new vessel. Take my time, find a crew, we shall sail together. Bridge that connects the two southern parts of the island between Large Rock Mountain and Magpie's Wing. Shipwreck area. Mayhaps I can find it. I go to the top. Must be this bridge. Maybe not. Hard Rock Mountain and Magpie's Wing. Aha. What is it? Once long ago, I was sitting atop these cliffs and staring out to sea, quite lost in my own thoughts. Suddenly, there was an almighty crashing sound. It was a kraken, and one of the largest I'd seen for quite some years. I was so startled I couldn't help but take a leap backwards in surprise. Once I'd picked myself up, battered and bloody, I decided to install this ladder in case any future visitors took a tumble in the same way. Nowadays, thanks to that fool Merrick, krakens aren't the only sea monsters to watch for. Megalodons are once more roaming freely beneath the waves. They can prove quite the challenge even for experienced pirates. Why? I once battled a monstrous pale-skinned beast that, well, I'll save that tale for another time. So, up the giant... Guessing this? Aha. All the unsolved mysteries that haunt my dreams, none more tantalizing than the long-lost people known to pirates as the Ancients. Their legacy can be felt all across the sea of thieves, from ruins that lurk deep under deep waters to cliff-top paintings that shame my humbler efforts. They clearly had a great wealth of knowledge and mastered many curses and other arcane powers, and yet something drove them to leave. Maybe some great war calamity struck their civilization. Perhaps it's simply time for them to move on. The truth is, as it always has, eludes us all. Alright, so now I'm looking... Aha! Even with all the wonders of the experience, it's the simple things in life that remain the most enjoyable. Tonight, it's a hot meal roasted over a roaring fire. Fresh fruits all well and good, but if you take the time to properly prepare a meal, you'll feel all the better for it. The trick is to keep an eye on the dish and serve it up when it's perfectly cooked. No amount of grog can wash away the taste of burned food. With care and a bit of practice, even a humble splash tail can keep a pirate in good health with a full belly. At least they're good for something. Continuing the path of Megan Camden, I'll use a capstan to lower the bridge and use a pulley to open another door. go up here. There's that iron gate. Ship that fits. We've all seen what happens when huge armadas try to make it through the Devil's Shroud, and it's not pretty. Screaming sailors and splintered ships. I learned along that smaller crews have a better chance of making it along the twisting routes that provide safe passage to escape the use. A lone traveler is best served by a sloop. They're small and nimble, though their size comes at the expense of firepower. Larger crews must learn to sail a brigantine, or even the mighty galleon, a commanding sight with her 8 cannons and 3 great sails. Then, of course, we have the humble rowboat. These tiny craft can be carried by the other larger ships, and are perfect for retaining the element of surprise. Alright, and that is everything in Tall Tale, or the Maiden Voyage. Now, to get out of here, I just have to talk to the ghost of the pirate lord and set sail, and then I can go to the next one. Yeah, I'm ready to set sail now.
Well now, I say you're as ready as you'll ever be for what's ahead. Allow me to show you the path.
Ooh, cool ghostly
The
powers.
shroud is beginning to part, but you have one more task before your journey continues. You may be ready to sail, but your ship still needs repairs. Go and tend to her wounds.
Gotta repair my ship. First, get some wood. Sometimes this glitches out. I know it probably doesn't matter that I do this, because I'm pretty sure it's just gonna get replaced with my actual ship. Just to make sure it actually completes. I don't know if I have to actually complete it too. I don't know if I have to actually complete it to get this done.
With your ship fully restored, passage through the shroud now beckons. Take care on this dangerous last leg of your voyage. Threats of all shapes and sizes lurk in its murky fog. Keep the wind in your sails and an eye on that horizon, and I'm sure you'll have no trouble. Once you make it through, I will be waiting for you. A world of adventure beckons.
I believe a ghost ship, a megalodon, and a kraken show up here, but they don't actually do anything to you. Yep, there's a megalodon. Like I said, I don't think they actually do anything to you. Be kinda silly if immediately upon completing the maiden voyage, you get attacked by a megalodon. And there's a ghost ship. What am I doing? Clearly, they're not like actually aiming. And then, yep, the kraken. Yeah, as I thought, the Magpie's fortune, all that stuff is literally just, Alright, play, adventure, high seas. You, going merry, boom. Close crew, confirm and assemble a crew. While that's going, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. I have returned. Now these tall tales tend to take a while and don't give actual, like, they don't give much rewards, other than the rewards you get for commendation. So, I'm doing these specifically just for the commendations. And for the, the story. You can find loot, but they're not related to the actual tall tale, they're just loot you would find normally. So, first tall tale on here is the journey to Melee Island. Alrighty. First, I need to do journey to Melee Island. So I need to speak to capsized charters. So I believe capsized charters is... Of course, I spawned on the worst outpost for finding anything. I wish, like, if you were on an island, it gave you a map of the island. It doesn't even have to show you where you are, just, like, give you a map of the island you are on that you can, like, zoom into and stuff. So you... Journey to Melee Island.
Hey, don't touch that! Not unless you think you're tough enough to track down the man I'm hunting. Everything I know is in that log. I'd find him myself if I had the money to get back on the waves. But for now, I'm just another landlubber selling tours.
Ah, Captain Capsize. I see you've already settled in and started making friends.
I don't want friends. What I want is someone willing to drag that pirate pretender back to reality. Then he can have a long and meaningful conversation with the sole of my boot.
Which won't happen unless you take the time to explain our situation. A while ago, I invited a pirate named Guybrush Threepwood and his wife Elaine to celebrate their honeymoon here on the Sea of Thieves.
You mean a fraud named Guybrush Threepwood? Though I'd also accept liar, imposter, figurehead thief.
Guybrush accepted my invitation, but his ship never arrived. After a while, I began to fear the worst. So I began making inquiries in the Sea of the Damned.
And found me stuck there, sailing in circles in my old glass-bottomed boat. Something that looked like it anyway.
A memory of yours made real by the Sea of the Damned. In that realm, people and places from long ago can come back to haunt you, mingling with all the hopes and dreams in your heart. I fear that Guybrush has become trapped in memories of his own. Memories of a distant pirate sanctuary known as Melee Island. If he is not rescued, he will remain sealed in a dream world for all eternity, surrounded by fragments of his past. That is why I have asked Kate to recruit pirates who are both willing and able to broach the Sea of the Damned and save Guybrush.
And then everybody here will see what a pathetic dope he really is. It's a good plan. Think they can pull it off?
I believe they can. Kate learned of Guybrush's whereabouts, but was never able to reach him. You will be sailing into uncharted territory. On Melee Island, things may be very different from the Sea of Thieves you know.
Which is why you should take my logbook. But don't lose it. Once Threepwood has been rescued, I'm going to make him eat every last page.
You should keep an open mind, Kate. Out here, enemies can enter the same tavern and depart as friends.
When it comes to Guybrush Threepwood, I don't need an open mind. Only a closed fist. Well, don't just stand there. Sail through that archway and find Threepwood. The logbook I gave you has everything you need to know.
Alrighty. Now I need to head to my ship. My ship is over here. I hate this island. It's the worst one if I can go to. In terms of spawning anyway, because you spawn so far away from literally everything, and all of the different people are all over the island, and it's like a maze.
Dear Diary, wow, what an incredible end to an amazing adventure. I outwitted the evil pirate LeChuck, caused an avalanche, kinda, and lived to tell the tale. Even better, Elaine and I finally got married, and all of our friends were there too. I don't think we've ever been happier. Now all we have to do is set a course and begin our honeymoon, sailing on the Sea of Thieves. To get there, we have to pass through the Devil's Shroud. Elaine says it's no big deal so long as we follow the map, but I don't know. I miss seeing the stars. I had the nightmare again. I wake up in our cabin. Elaine is gone. And at the end of my bed, LeChuck is there, laughing at me. It's crazy, I know. I left him buried back on Monkey Island, but why does it feel so real? I can almost hear the laughter. But when I did get back to sleep, I had a very different dream. I was back where it all began, on my quest to become a legendary pirate. Back at the start of my very first adventure.
I will be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back, guys. Alright, we're coming up against the dock to Melee Island here. Before I do anything, I want food. This place has food. Lots of food, in fact. You should have bought a storage crate. So I need to be on the lookout for these pieces of 8. Apparently it's a commendation. You say that, but like... Walking up the dock and turn right to the southwest. Guybrush's re-election. Campaign poster encouraging people to re-elect Governor Guybrush reads, "The Legend of Monkey Island, there's no competition." You look out its pieces. After reading the poster, pick up the piece on the nearby barrel. Apparently I need these, so I'll keep a lookout for them. What's up here? Nothing much. Southwest and follow the rocky path. Alright. To lookout point. this is high up.
Yikes! Don't sneak up on me like that. You what? A ship, you say? Ooh, this could be serious. What's with this useless thing, anywho?
It says since you can steal the...
Yikes! You what? A ship, you say? Ooh, this could be serious. What's with this useless thing, anywho?
Is there anything to do with the lookout here? Alright, now back the long winding trail down. Now I need to go to Scum Bar. Ouch. That didn't even hurt. Look, another piece of 8. I'm not entirely sure what I need these for. There's no commendation for it. Not that I can see. In good company, commendation.
Is that fresh meat I spy? Tremble, mortal, before the mighty skulls of scum.
It's been longer than a rat's tail since I last set me sockets on a would-be pirate, though I could swear we've crossed paths before. But never mind all that. You'll be here to undertake the 3 trials, I'll wager.
The 3 trials!
Aye, that takes me back. I want to be a mighty pirate. Where do I collect me hat?
Well, if you're here to prove your worth to us, too bad. We're no longer in charge around here.
Aye, and what would be the point? There's not a pirate wannabe alive who could hold a candle to the legend of Monkey Island.
No, please, not the speech again.
The mightiest pirate ever weigh anchor.
Scourge of the Caribbean, terror of the Tri-Island territories, master of 1,000 insults.
A man who could hold his breath for 60 minutes.
Governor
Guybrush Threepwood.
Ah, all that toasting of the governors made me thirsty.
Time for some more grog. Grog, grog,
Grog,
grog,
grog, grog, grog.
Back again? You've decided to chance your luck with the governor's guards, eh? Well, you can't miss the place. Head up, through town, and through the archway below the clock tower to find a cliffside path that'll take you straight to the governor's doorstep. You might think so, but the fact of the matter is that the guards will turn you away unless you've got an official invitation. Now, I don't know where you'd go about acquiring such a thing, but there's one particular citizen whose specialty is finding what you need. You mean purveyors of tea, silks, that sort of thing? We don't allow them to operate here on Melee. The pirates gotta eat, though, so we do take in shipments of goods from other islands. One of them sank at the docks just the other day, in fact. Ha! What do I look like, a merchant? All I know is the governor keeps this place running just fine. We're never wanted for supplies.
I saw that in one barrel.
If you're peckish and low on funds, you could always find a fishing rod. See if you can't catch some supper that way. Each of us underwent the 3 trials way back when and became mighty pirates, when it was still possible for mere mortals to succeed. But since you ask, I'll let you in on a little secret. The trick of being in charge is to make yourself look important. That's why we took the best table in the house for ourselves and lined ourselves up here, all official-like. Well, there's no need to be like that about it. There's plenty of other pirates who wish they'd thought of it first. Ah, pay him no heed, or he'll talk your ear off all night. Claims to hail from somewhere called Sailor's Grave, wherever that may be. Only when he starts up with a shanty. I never heard such a tuneless, talentless assault against the performing arts.
The performance.
He claims it's the best he can do on account of lacking a full set of vocal cords. But if you ask me, he's just doing it for the attention.
Hey, you shouldn't be back here, because it's the rules, that's why. Customers stay out front, and they can't mess everything up. Oh, right. Well, I guess you can look around. But don't touch anything. I'm trying to work on a
like
signature dish.
Meat log from... Not meat log, fish legs from fucking How to Train Your Dragon.
I want something fiery and hearty. Tough, yet tender. Just like the legend of Monkey Island himself. Too bad I'm still missing one of the ingredients. Meat stew. When I can find the time to spice the meat, chop the veg, and add this special ingredient like I was told. Sure enough, the lady from the monkey shop stopped by before the governor's guards closed her down with a box of root beer sprinkles. She told me to add them to the grog and anything I cooked to provide us all protection against insidious supernatural threats or something. Don't know why, but I hate to see good grub go to waste, and they don't taste half bad, so into the cooking pot with them. Can't help you there. I've just hired a new assistant, and they should be starting today. Assuming they show up for work. I don't know what the delay is all about, but I hope they remember to pick up their uniform from the general store. I've had it reserved all week. Of course it matters. Cooking's a messy business, and you need to look the part.
You look like you're sweating out of
they
every
get here
pore of your
soon.
body.
I'm rushed off my feet as it is. Soon as they arrive, I'm going on my break. Yeah, in the barrel. But don't think you can just go helping yourself. It's the expensive, extra strong Governor's Special Reserve. I got a batch of it in stock in case the legend of Monkey Island ever stops by for a drink. Think of all the tourists he'd attract. But you need a strong stomach for the stuff, or you'll be out cold before long. Anyway, forget about all that. And don't touch anything.
Come to share a table with me? How about sharing some grog, eh?
Ahoy there, stranger. New in town? That's the stupidest question I've ever heard. Why, this is the world-famous Melee Island, of course. Home to some of the filthiest rogues and rascals you'll ever cross paths with. Though if I were you, I'd not stray too far beyond the village. The weather's taken an awful turn tonight. A stranger? Oh, plenty of places to spend your pieces of 8. Though I'd wager most will be closed at this hour. Except maybe the general store. That old skinflint never sleeps. Then there's the old jail, the church. But if you ask me, there's nowhere better than this very pub. Why not sit for a spell and soak it all in? Well, I am a pirate, but alas, I am not a captain. Truth be told, I haven't been out on the waves for many months. It all began when that LeChuck business forced us back to shore. Once he was the terror of the Caribbean, roaming the seas on his fearsome ghost ship until he was scuppered by the legend of Monkey Island. Oh, not what, who? I'm talking about the most fearless felon to ever don a captain's hat and sail straight into the waiting maw of death itself. Guybrush Threepwood. Once we heard what had happened to LeChuck, most of us pirates chose to retire. There's no point trying to compete with the legend of Monkey Island. Our governor is none other than the legend of Monkey Island himself. He keeps this whole area prosperous for his fellow pirates. His mansion is on the other side of town, but pirates aren't as welcome around there as they used to be. Because the governor's a busy man, that's why. Caught up writing his memoirs. It's the most pre-ordered book ever published on Melee Island.
Read.
Come to think of it, it's also the first book ever published on Melee Island. But that just makes it even more exciting. I'm buying 9 copies. You should talk to the important-looking pirates in the next room. If you're to stand any chance of seeing the governor, they can tell you where to go and what to do. My name is Mancom Seepgood. The what of who? Never heard of it. Now I've sailed as far as Dinky Island, but Melee Island is a place to be nowadays. Thanks to the governor. Now that you're here, you should relax and take a load off. Uh-oh. Looks like my grog is going flat, so you'll have to excuse me. Maybe not on this sea of thieves you're so proud of, but in these parts, we prefer a beverage with a little
red dye
extra
number 2.
kick to it. Kerosene, red dye number 2.
Red dye number 2.
If you're brave enough to try some for yourself, we usually sneak ours out of the big barrel in the kitchen. You can join us in a toast,
to the legend of Monkey Island. Where's that blasted cook? Me crew and I are parched drier in Boulder Beach.
Aye? Aye. Aye! Aye! You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty?
Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty.
Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical
Easter egg?
effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today. Sorry, but on some topics I just get carried away. Aye.
Never heard of it.
What be ye wantin'? Now that's the sort of question I'd expect from a pirate wannabe. Melee Island is pretty much wall-to-wall rogues and scoundrels. Granted, more than a few folks have retired from a life on the high seas and taken up other lines of work where they can. But pretty much everyone you'll rub shoulders with has flown the Jolly Roger at one time or another, and none of us are ashamed to admit it. Why should it? Governor Threepwood is in charge now, and there's no pirate more lawless, lethal, and larcenous than he. The days of being clapped in irons by the local sheriff are long gone, and it's all thanks to the legend of Monkey Island.
Can't wait to meet him. Everyone's talking about him.
What's the matter? You got seawater in your ears? Let me spell it out for you. Governor Threepwood is our legend of Monkey Island. He's been everywhere, seen it all, and stolen most of it. Adventures the rest of us can only dream of. The only way you'd be considered a true pirate is if the governor himself declared you to be worthy of following in his footsteps. Ha! Oh, you think so? You can't just stroll up to the governor's door and challenge him to a spitting contest. But there is one way. A man in town can be your ticket to an audience with the governor, but his help surely won't come cheap. They say it lies east of here, but its exact location is a great mystery to all but the chosen few, including the governor and his wife, Elaine Marley. The whole of Monkey Island is surrounded by a strange mist that makes sailing there a treacherous prospect, unless you know exactly what you're doing. Oh, really? Well, most folks tended to avoid the place once the ghost pirate LeChuck began to use Monkey Island as his pirate lair. Only the governor was brave enough to bring together a crew and make it all the way to Monkey Island to rescue his beloved bride. It's just one more reason he's held in such high regard. But I don't suppose even he knows every secret the island has to offer. I assume you mean pieces of 8? That's the currency we trade in here on Melee Island, not gold or other such nonsense. The cook could have been persuaded to take you on, but he's already hired himself a new assistant, so you're out of luck there. Well, I'm sure if you keep your eyes peeled, you'll spot a few stray pieces of 8 lying around that nobody'll miss. Of course, a real pirate would notice more nefarious opportunities to fill their pockets.
Oh, I've noticed.
Back again? You're persistent.
Back so soon? They say the name Scum comes from a language invented by one of the first and most influential pirates who dreamed of us all sharing a common speech. Some called him a genius, others a maniac. His knowledge and wisdom was passed down at a prestigious institute known as Scum University. Who can say? If it hadn't been for the drive and vision of those pirate pioneers, we might not be standing here today making such polite conversation. Tests by which a pirate might prove themselves worthy of the title. There were 3 to be faced, spread across Malay Island. Trouble was, once word began to spread about the legend of Monkey Island and all that he'd accomplished, the trials looked pretty feeble by comparison. That we did, but no matter how dangerous, deceitful, and despicable the trials became, not one of them held a candle to the governor's heroic deeds. Eventually, nobody could manage to complete the trials, and the whole system was abandoned. Better to seek the governor's blessing. He may not look it, but Governor Threepwood has the strength and stamina of 10 men. He's the champion of both our caber tossing and spitting contests. And when it comes to his skill with a blade, his insults have flummoxed the sword master herself. Aye, that's a trick you'll get to learn if and when the governor judges you to be a worthy pirate. A devastating witticism delivered at just the right moment can throw your opponent off balance. We pirates have our pride to consider after all.
On Sea of Thieves, like, yelling the most heinous shit to another pirate. They were trying to, like, fight, and his teammate comes up behind him and starts yelling back, starts yelling to the ship, "I'm sorry, my friend just gets a little bit too heated in this game. We mean no disrespect, and we don't have anything of value," and blah, 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 blah. It was hilarious.
Baxus, they say that Elaine Marley was her name, back before she became Mrs. Elaine Marley Threepwood. Few could win her heart back then, though many pirates tried. She was a fine leader, and just as fine a match for the legend of Monkey Island. Though there's one pirate who thought otherwise, and LeChuck was his name. That's putting it mildly. When Elaine invited him for dinner, LeChuck was instantly smitten and vowed to do whatever it took to marry her. Needless to say, the legend of Monkey Island wasn't about to stand for that. It ignited a bitter feud between the two of them. Ah, but that was a long time past now. Makes me all misty-eyed just to think of it.
Alright, the only left I have...
Hey, you shouldn't be back here.
Alright, so the dog... Oh.
Spiffy! Rough probation. Card. 3 hearts. Monkey.
Whoa! Yelling slurs at me. He just called me a monkey. That's racist. Aha.
What business do you have with us now? Speak up and be quick about it.
I am Murray, the demonic talking skull, All pirates hear my name and tremble.
Ha! Pay no attention to that blowhard. He left his marauding days behind, along with his body.
At least I can remember my own name, not like some other skulls I could mention. And one day I shall return to the waves to unleash a new reign of chaos.
Sure you will. But for now, we provide what you might call the in-house entertainment. Telling jokes, hurling vile insults at pirate wannabes, and enthralling folks with tales of skullduggery and misdeeds.
I'm just here for the insults. You stink, ugly.
We're still workshopping some of our material.
I am no mere decoration. We are the esteemed Skulls of Scum, stars of the most disreputable tavern on Melee Island.
Aye, this be a place so foul, even the roaches have to hold their breath. The floorboards are rotten, the tankards are rusty.
And half the customers will run you through just for the fun of it. What's not to enjoy?
In all my centuries, I've never found a better place to hang my head. Excuse me. I've got something in my eye hole.
Oh, don't you dare start blubbering. You can be so embarrassing sometimes.
Well, maybe that holds true somewhere like the Sea of Thieves. But pirates in these parts hold themselves to a different standard. Time was, you could earn the approval of the pirate leaders here by completing their 3 trials. But that was then, and this is now. The only way they'll respect you is if the governor himself declares you to be a worthy pirate.
Good luck with that. Threepwood's not set foot out of that mansion for almost a year. His guards keep things running smoothly.
Of course. What could happen to the legend of Monkey Island? If you ask me, he and his missus are off on some grand adventure.
And if you ask me, Threepwood's gotten himself locked in a closet somewhere. And good riddance.
Just ignore him. If anyone knows how to meet the governor, it'll be that set of salty sea dogs over yonder. If you've yet to do so, you should go and say hello. Aye, that they be. They've got their own pirate lord nowadays. And his name is Governor Guybrush.
I told you not to use his name. It gives me a toothache.
You'll have to forgive Murray. He and the governor had a falling out a while back. Something to do with a missing arm.
Missing? It was an act of theft and wanton dismemberment, and one day I shall exact my demonic vengeance. Of course, these gullible fools may think of him as a legend, but I am not deceived. I have spent years plotting my retribution. However, the customers and I have formed an eternal bond. They will never let me leave, not unless someone can provide a replacement.
That's for kitchen staff only.
Supposedly, there are 3 memoirs around here. in front of the pirate leaders. Supposedly, there's a memoir book in here in front of the pirate leaders, but I don't see it. Oh, okay.
The pirate leaders have pretty much staked a claim to this room. I can't think of anyone who'd want to argue with them. From here, they dispense wisdom to wannabe pirates.
Does that do it? Did, okay.
Oh, I remember my first visit to the Scum Bar. It was noisy, filthy, and I immediately felt like I was in mortal danger. The kind of place I'd always wanted to belong.
Alright. To the south.
Ah, these docks sure are pretty. You get a great view of the ocean. From here, I can see the spot where Sheriff Shinetop tried to drown me.
Alrighty. Alright, I need to look for more. Does it show me how many pieces of 8 I have? I don't think there's a way of seeing how many you have. base entrance. Turn right to the east. We're gonna just follow the stone path to Low Street. Keep an eye out for pieces 08. Like that. Aha. Alright. You know you too soon comes with on pirating, or 3 pirating, onto the large cocktail. The one pirating on the corner of the front resistant from Dr. Demi Warden. Okay, so talk to Monsieur Citizen.
Sorry, but these items here, they're display models, not for sale. Hey, it's not my fault these Legend of Monkey Island action figures are hot property. My latest shipment got sunk down at the docks just as it arrived. Oh, then you need an exclusive Legend of Monkey Island meet and greet ticket, one of which I just so happen to have. Only one in existence. But I can tell just by looking at you that you can't afford such a sought-after item. Maybe we can work out some kind of deal. Tell you what, if you can bring me my missing cargo, I'll not only give you the ticket free of charge, I'll be able to sell you some other mementos. Deal? Deal. Now, get going.
Oh, those poor doggies. I can't help it. There's just something about these guys that cracks me up. Well, it's very sad, actually. The governor's guard dogs get tormented by the guards, you see. They've lost all the fire in their little bellies. I bet if they scarfed down a hearty meal, they'd soon be back to their nasty old selves. Of course we do. My favorite is the old top-up trick. What you do, see, you wait for your shipmate to get distracted. Then you pour some grog from your tankard into theirs without them catching you. They'll be snoring before you know it. That's when you sneak away and leave them to foot the bill.
Let me guess. Another pirate wannabe looking for easy answers. Well, let me tell you something. We love pirate wannabes looking for easy answers. I highly doubt it. The governor hired a man to wind the mechanism, but most days he falls asleep in the scum bar and forgets. He's going to lose the clock tower key one of these days, and then, well, I suppose not much will actually change around here. It's always grog o'clock. Ah, night owl, eh? Well, the general store's a little ways down the high street, but the storekeeper charges a pretty penny for his wares. Well then, here's a little tip from me to you. Pirates can't help but squirrel away their spare change. It's sort of what you might call one of those compulsive reflexes. You should check all the crates and barrels you find. You never know when you'll stumble upon someone else's pieces of egg. Of course we are! Salty old pirates through and through. But on Melee Island, that's to be expected. Most folks don't bat an eyelid at day-to-day skullduggery and the occasional keel-hauling.
And keel-hauling.
The really rotten apples, they get taken to the town jail. That old place has seen better days, though. I'm amazed the walls haven't collapsed. They say the governor hired someone to fix up the place. Last time I saw him, he was having an argument with the guards. Some kind of pay dispute they didn't want to. Eventually, they dragged him away and there was a ruckus. Lots of screaming and falling and such like. The poor sap never even got to pack away his tools.
You lost? Well, then you come to the right pirates. We know pretty much everything that happens here on Melee Island. At this time of night, well, probably the only place with an open kitchen would be the Scum Bar. But good luck getting inside. The chef's a real stickler for the rules. If you're not the new assistant cook he's hired, you aren't getting anywhere near the cooking pot. Well, you could try begging a gunpowder gummy off of one of the governor's guards, but it might be the last thing you ever chew. Ah, up by the island lookout, no question. There's a pathway that leads to him just outside of the village. If the weather weren't so strange lately, you'd be able to see all the way across the island. Not much reason to head up there, though, unless you're planning to swindle a few pieces of 8 out of the lookout. Yeah, then you're in luck. A ship full of valuables went down in the harbor here not so long ago. Of course, even if you could find a way to raise its cargo up out of the water, you'd need the proper tools to crack it open. Some parts of the town are still being renovated. Who knows? Maybe you can swipe what you need.
Alright. There's some memoir spots on here from him. Go to the west.
This unfriendly character handles some of the more unsavory deals on Melee Island. He's a useful guy to know. I wonder where he got that fancy coat.
Alright. Head toward the clock tower and walk through the tunnel to the other side while you enter High Street. First building you can enter your right. It has that in the back corner. You find a sloop beside a glow mannequin and mirror. So
Ahoy there, fancy pants.
Decided in the back corner. Okay, okay.
The only general store on Melee Island. The storekeeper gets a little paranoid around pirates. Then again, I did kind of break into his safe once. Maybe he's got the right idea.
Explore the church. From the general store, look around High Street for pieces of 8 on a barrel and inside a crate. Nothing.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Want to see something hilarious? There's a pack of piranha
It's an alleyway.
in this alley that
Not too
can't
glamorous,
stand the
but I
sound
guess
of
they
this
have their
thing.
uses.
Watch.
This one seems oddly mysterious.
Oh, what's the matter? Can't you reach your lovely bony tendons? enough, you mangy nuts. Don't lay down.
More pieces. Oh wait. Piece of 8. Said you should find one on each aisle. Yeah. I kind of skipped ahead a bit, but
Hey, get your own snacks, you thieving pirate wannabe. Those'll burn a hole in your tongue.
walk past the church to the jail. Anything over here? Nope. Guessing this is the jail.
Cause too much trouble and you might end up in prison. There's not much to do here except count the rats. My pal Otis seems to spend a lot of time stuck down here.
Alright. Claw hammer. Give.
Are you a visitor? It's been so long since I've had anyone but Captain Coco to talk to. Oh, there was a little misunderstanding after I came back from Monkey Island. I came in a little too fast and smashed up the jetty pretty bad. But it wasn't my fault! You ever try to sail a galleon crewed entirely by monkeys? They emptied out my bananas, ran off, and left me to take the blame. Sure have. But it's okay. I'm good friends with the legend of Monkey Island. I was even on his crew once. I'm sure he'll be along to let me out, just as soon as he's finished his important, you know, governor stuff. Yep, anytime now. And it's not like I'm alone this time. Captain Coco and I keep one another company. If he didn't have me to talk to, he'd have lost his mind by now. Where? Oh, no, that's Captain Coco. He was my first mate on our journey back from Monkey Island. Say hello, Captain Coco.
Hello.
Oh, it's simple. Captain Coco and I met back when I was stranded. Our monkey crew didn't trust me back then, so he was my only friend.
And we've been inseparable ever since.
Hey! I don't know how it is where you come from, but eating your shipmates is not okay. I'd sooner go back to snacking on rat. That would be great! But I don't know how you would. The sheriff has all the keys, and I haven't seen him since the governor's guards moved in.
I don't know, Otis. Those locks look pretty rusty. I bet you could blow them wide open.
That is a great idea! Captain Coco, you are a certified genius!
Oh, shucks. You say the nicest things. Good luck.
Alrighty. Head back to the dock where you found the campaign poster. By now you should have 55 pieces of 8. I have no idea as I can't tell. Walk past close right in scum bar, back to the dockhouse of the crate winch. Reach the dock with the sit in the climb somewhere you remember and approach the pulley. Just a crate winch by lowering it all the way. I don't know what that guy's crate winch can go by moving it to the right. I am using a sniper, so it kind of sucks, but... Alright. Get back over here. Then lower it. Citizen. Booty Island antiques. I do indeed love Booty Island. Did that say Luffy on it? Give.
Hey, that's my cargo. I thought it'd be fish food by now. Looks like I'm back in business. This meet and greet ticket will get you an audience with the legend of Monkey Island. Only one in existence, but I'd say you've earned it.
Alright. I got a golden ticket. Alright. I am gonna use the bathroom real quick, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, guys. Alrighty. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so I have to go here, all the way over to this guy.
And where do you think you're going? Oh, yeah? Let me see that. Seems genuine. Funny, I thought we'd gotten rid... Well, only one thing for it. There. I booked you in for the next available session. Come back and speak to my colleague after the clock strikes midnight. Like that'll happen anytime soon. That clock tower hasn't worked in years.
Alright. So... now I have to head inside the general store.
Keep your hands off the display cases. I just polished them. Well, money's still money no matter what time it is. Besides, leaving your store unattended on an island full of pirates is usually considered a bad idea.
I don't like
You
this,
have
dude.
no idea how many swords, shovels, and other nautical accessories I had go missing when I was out running my errands. Now, there was a time when I might have taken a moonlight stroll to go and see. Wait! That's nobody else's business. Huff! Oh, so you're the new cook for the Scum Bar. Nice job burning down that cargo ship. Well, the costume was never paid for, so if you still have a job to go to, you'll need to settle the bill. Now, you best hurry before somebody else makes me an offer. There's a chest over there you can use to change clothes. Free of charge for paying customers. What? Turn my back so you can pocket whatever's in my safe? Whew, you must think I was born yesterday. Well, all my wares are right here on display, save for the reserve stuff. Feel free to browse around, but don't touch anything. You don't suppose correctly. I deal in pieces of 8, just like everybody else here on Melee Island. And before you ask, no, I don't offer credit. Find me some silver or you'll be going home empty-handed. Nice try, but I don't think so. This is a general store, not a pawnbroker.
Alright. Chef's uniform. Me. Actually change this out. I don't know if I'll be needing this, but... Alright, now to head back to the Scum Bar.
Oh, so you finally decided to show up, huh? Well, you can make yourself useful and start on the meat stew. The recipe's on the table. I'm going on my break. Don't let the customers touch anything, especially not the grog.
Alright, fish legs. this recipe to create a dish imbued with strength and mojo to protect the town against dark magic. You need these ingredients. For something rich and hearty to tender, cut a meat, a Kanish mordant, flour, ground, an extra treat. Diced onion, just one will do for sharp and tangy flavor. Freshly caught red herring for no reason whatsoever. Sliced leek, chopped very finely to ensure we all are well fed. My special root beer sprinkles made to ward off the undead. Place them onto the pot to stew a mighty feast and serve as soon as possible to strengthen man and beast. Alright, so tender cut of meat. Got the diced onion. The sliced leek. $35 pieces. Kanish mordant flour. Diced onion, red herring, sprinkles. And wrong way.
Where's that blast?
That's one. 2. And there we go. Isn't there... I guess not. I don't have to make this too. Alright, now I need to head to the clock tower. Oh, they're here. And I dropped it. God damn it. I thought it was a quest item, so it'd be stored in my inventory. It is not, in fact, a quest item. What did I do with the key? Aha. It was hiding from me. Alrighty. See, there's where the key is needed. I figured it wasn't the last I'd see the key. Pieces 08. Alright, now I need to set it to midnight. Easier to do this. Yeah, I fucked up. Let's try this again. Directly across from the church. Aha.
Oh, what a view. That big church is where I came face to face with the dread pirate LeChuck in his true form. Good thing I had a secret weapon.
Alrighty. Talk to the mansion guard again.
And where do you think you're going? Oh, yeah? See there. What the? Well, the thing is, it's, shift change. Yeah, that's right, shift change. I can't let you through, because then my colleague, who is unfortunately delayed, would take the blame if anything happened. See? Sorry, but until my replacement arrives for an official handover, you're staying here.
Alright, now I need to head back to the kitchen to finish that stew with one more ingredient, the root beer sprinkles. Which are right here. Root beer stewed meat. I would imagine this tastes pretty good. Root beer stewed meat sounds good. Not gonna lie.
Hey! I told you not to start trouble! Get back in your cage! Gummies for the lot of you! Root beer! Get back, you filthy flea bags! Stay away from me! Somebody save me before I go!
Free Otis. Gunpowder fuses for 70 pieces each.
Ahoy there, fancy pants.
Hey, I don't believe it. Freedom after all these years. Ah, the smell of the sea, the touch of the moonlight. We are free, Captain Coco. Mwah! Hooray! Now we can do all the things we ever dreamed of. Travel the world, see the pyramids. Open a furniture store. Well, I mean, not that. That's pretty silly, but we can start over, build new lives for ourselves. Like running a furniture store. Hey, enough with the furniture store! I didn't spend all that time locked up just to collect chairs. I want to have an adventure. And I want to sell nested mahogany tables at affordable prices. Hey, that's stupid! You're stupid! You know what? Fine. Stay here and have your stupid furniture store. I hope it makes you happy. I thought we were friends.
Alright, and attach it to Walt's body in the alleyway. Alright, and I need to get the other arm from the clock tower. Alrighty. Cute monkey toy from Citizen. And I need to give this to Spiffy.
Look behind ye! The three-headed monkey!
Don't be ridiculous. You must think we were born yesterday.
You'll need to do better than that to fool us, Bone Brain.
Alright, that should have been number 5. No. Right, no, so, okay. Take the femur back to Walt's body. All this running around. Alright. Need to go back to the jail and pick up Captain Coco. Imagine you could accidentally eat Captain Coco. Yeah, and then there's a commendation for taking Murray's head to the 9 key locations.
Hey, what are you doing? I was just getting comfortable. Although, if this is about getting to Threepwood, I'm in. I've got a score to settle. But first, I'll need some kind of body. But not just any body. A magnificent body, worthy of bearing my terrifying demonic countenance on a new campaign of terror and destruction. It's so tranquil, so pleasant. I hate it.
Alright, that should have counted towards that. Yes.
That mutt there tried to bury me once. Bad dog.
And then that should have done that. Next place is Lookout Point. So back up the mountain we go. I can't even run with him, which is a fucking dumb thing. Honestly, I should do these tall tales in safer seas. I don't know. Can you get commendations in safer seas? I'll probably need to look that up. I hope so, because for the other tall tales that aren't instanced, I would need to watch out for fucking stupid people trying to fuck with me.
The fire. The endless burning flames of perdition itself.
Low Street. Gotta hate so I have to walk all the way up and down this because I can't run with him. Could you imagine playing this game back in like the ye olden times without internet and there not being guides for this shit? I mean, sure there might be guidebooks for it, but like if this game was made like 20 years ago, where there was no internet, so you couldn't easily like look at the guides and stuff, God, that'd be horrible. Especially for things like this, where you would have to like manually look around for the different key spots of Melee Island.
Well, nobody ever said pirates make great architects.
Top of the clock tower.
Why did you carry me to this dilapidated rat trap?
General store.
Hey, seeing all these
Ahoy
ghostly
there,
guards
fancy
gives me an
pants.
evil idea. If you can get me a new body, I could pretend to be one of them and sneak you into Threepwood's plate. What do you say? There's gotta be a convenient corpse lying somewhere around here. Not much in the way of nightlife.
Alright, go down the alley.
Say, that body looks like a good fit for me. Why not let me take it for a test drive, and I'll get you to Guybrush. A circus? I hate the circus. All circuses will be destroyed in my reign of demonic terror.
And then the church. Wouldn't it be cool if all skulls that you picked up for like loot actually started talking to you?
Hurry it up, okay? I don't like it in here.
And then the final place is the jail.
Locking criminals up is wrong. They should be flung into some sort of spike-filled chasm. It's the only way they'll learn.
What'd I miss?
Ah, rotten place of torment and despair. I already feel at home.
Alright. Well, one of them didn't count.
This place has become a real tourist trap.
Alright, so go back. I guess I'll just go back through the list backwards.
Smells like wet dog around here.
General store.
You, old guy,
There we go.
kneel before Murray the demonic talking skull. Or not.
Alright, and let's just double check to make sure. Yep. Alrighty.
Those guards seem kind of familiar to me. Oh well, not my problem. Looks like a dead end. Good thing I'm already dead. At last, my new reign of demonic terror can... Easy now. It's, been a while since I had limbs to worry about. All right, here we go. I'm getting the hang of this. Let's get you into that mansion.
He looks like he's drunk.
Now, marvel at my mastery of impersonation.
God, this guy's drunk out of his mind.
Yar, one of the governor's guards, I be. I be adoring the legend of Monkey Island so much, and, oh, forget it.
Well, that about does it for my shift. You know what to do. Keep everyone out of the mansion at all costs. No exceptions.
Yeah. Do I tell you how to do your job?
You okay, Walt? You sound weird.
Oh, it's, allergies. You know, from the poodles.
Oh, right. Stupid mutts almost took a bite out of me last week.
Our diabolical scheme is working perfectly. Get up to the mansion and find Threepwood. I'll keep watch. Revenge shall soon be mine.
See some busted up crates to the left. Take a seat.
The fanciest place on Melee Island. Before I could get inside to meet Elaine, I had to subdue a pack of piranha poodles. They're actually quite cute when they're sleeping.
Alright. House call.
So, we meet again. Then you must know why I'm here.
It's my grandfather's map, isn't it? You want to find the treasure.
Don't you see? You're the only treasure I need, Plunder Bunny. I'm here to rescue you.
My hero. Oh, you're the greatest pirate who ever lived.
Not so fast, you mutinous mud skipper. That's my bride-to-be. I don't think so. The only thing you've got a date with is my sword. Ha!
Okay, so that one didn't work. There we go.
Some of the most priceless treasures ever looted are on display here. I came to steal one, and that's how I met my Plunder Buddy.
Find Guybrush. Hey, that looks familiar. I was gonna say.
Go away, please. Not today, thank you. Important gubernatorial business going on. I told you no more autographs. Leave me alone. Would you be quiet? My wife is sleeping.
Ah! Look, Lutikins, we have company. They must want to hear all about your courageous deeds. Oh, but honey pumpkin, I'm busy with my memoirs. I can't be disturbed or I'll miss my deadline. Now, we mustn't be rude. And look, they have a meet and greet ticket.
Oh, all right. Welcome to the official Legend of Monkey Island meet and greet event. Your once-in-a-lifetime chance to hear all the seafaring adventures of the mighty pirate Guybrush Threepwood. Straight from the legend himself. No food or drink permitted during the event. Please keep your hands and feet inside the mansion at all times. The Trial and authorities are not responsible for any loss of property, injury, or death incurred during the presentation. The legend begins right here on Melee Island, on the day of my arrival. The pirate leaders immediately recognized my natural talents. And so did Governor Marley, who was instantly swept off her feet. Unfortunately, there was one pirate who refused to acknowledge my obvious greatness. The ghost pirate LeChuck, who was also smitten with Elaine and spirited her away to the mysterious Monkey Island. Gathering a loyal crew and the finest ship available, I sailed in search of LeChuck's pirate lair. Having single-handedly concocted a powerful root beer to destroy ghost pirates, I cornered LeChuck and gave him the biggest spritzing of his afterlife. I kept the bottle. It's one of my most treasured possessions. Unfortunately, it's true what they say. You can't keep an undead, obsessive, vindictive, demonic sea scourge down. I had to tangle with LeChuck again before finally ridding the world of his evil once and for all. I returned to Monkey Island triumphant, married my beloved Elaine, and we set sail on our honeymoon. Then, why can't I remember? And what was with that weird fog anyway? Once everyone learned of my heroic deeds, they insisted I become governor of Melee Island. And that concludes your premium meet and greet session. Cheers! Thanks for stopping by. Oh, be sure to check out our exclusive merchandise. We have gifts for the whole family. Oh, and please, leave quietly. My wife is very, very sleepy.
And through the double doors. You don't look so good. That's for sure.
Drop anchor, you barnacle-brained buffoons, and prepare to make land. There's treachery afoot.
Well, what have we here? An unwanted intrusion into my masterful delusion. Threepwood always was pathetically easy to manipulate. Once I'd convinced him he was a mighty pirate hero, his raging ego made all this possible. So long as he believes he's the legend of Monkey Island, he'll never want to leave this place. And it's all thanks to this. Pirates on your precious sea of thieves practically tripped over themselves to deliver me this sword.
They couldn't wait to help their beloved pirate lord. It's not about the gold. It's about the glory. Oh, the Sea of Thieves is such a special place, where sickeningly sweet stories can last for all eternity.
And once this burning blade is restored, those waters will be mine to rule as I see fit. So you see, I really can't let you stand in my way. Fortunately, my skeletal shipmates have gotten mighty restless, keeping watch on Threepwood. I'm sure they'll take good care of you while I set sail for Monkey Island!
The boss wants you dead. The boss wants you dead. I'm done for!
You should never have come here.
So, why does root beer work on these guys? Root beer required as offering.
Thanks to you, LeChuck has withdrawn, and root beer has rid this place of his evil influence. The power of Mojo can return at last. We have much to discuss, but I sense you may have unfinished business here on Melee Island. When you are ready to depart, return to me here. I shall be waiting.
Alright, I thought I messed up there. Need to talk to Spiffy one more time. And I need to purchase the history book.
Governor? Like Chuck?
Then purchase the history book. 196. So close, I need 4 more. Said the cupboard in the jail. But I still don't have enough, then I'm kind of fucked because I need 4. I should have enough. I did everything the guide asked. So I guess I'm just gonna have to look around. I'm missing 4. Damn it. I'm just gonna have to look around for barrels and stuff. I'm short a few. And this is the last fucking commendation. And then I can, like, get off it. Yes. Please have 4. Please have. Yes. Alright. Finally. History book. I think that's all of it. Alright. Well, I think after I talk to Corina,
We have much to discuss, but I sense you may have As you have learned, the memory of this island has become a prison for Guybrush. A cage crafted from his own vanity and given life by the sea of the damned. He is so beguiled, he does not even notice the absence of his wife. But Guybrush and Elaine are not the only ones in peril. LeChuck has come to know the Sea of Thieves and envies the power and status of its pirate lord. If he is not stopped, then he will continue to seek that power for himself. But LeChuck's lair lies deep beneath Monkey Island, and only Guybrush knows the way. Do not lose hope. There is a way to clear the head and free the heart of Guybrush Threepwood. But it will take time to prepare. There are those in the living world who will wish to know all that you now know. I shall send them word of my plan, and when the time is right, I sense they will seek your help once more. For now, I shall return you to your ship. Guybrush owes you a great debt of gratitude. Next time we meet, I shall make certain he repays it.
Alrighty, that's the journey to Melee Island. I believe paintings can only go on galleons. Do I have to... sail out of here? Alrighty. Well, that is gonna call it for today. I will see you guys later. I'll probably do the next Tall Tale tomorrow night. Let's raid out. Okay, let's do these guys.